Hello, hello. We'll just give it a second here before we get started. All right. I hope everyone has had a great couple of weeks. I know mine's been kind of chaotic, hence why we didn't stream last week. But we are back. And we're just gonna pick up right where we left off. Alright, so we are headed to the Haunted Mansion. Ooh, wonder how we're gonna die this time. Alright, well, here we go. I go to the residential area with many mansions lined up. I go up the hill, take a big detour around the familiar Tosaka house, and go into the woods. The strong sunlight blinds me. I was able to find my destination easier than expected. So this is where the nickname of the twin mansions comes from. The two mansions look much alike. Even though I was just at Miyama, it gives me the illusion that I teleported to Shinto in just one step. But if I look closely, it's different from the one in Shinto. The view of an unfamiliar mansion in the night. What's in front of me is the mansion where female mage and servant are hiding, without a doubt. There isn't anyone here. Huh. Was I too late? The second floor is way too quiet. Had I arrived at this mansion sooner, the female mage might have been sleeping on the sofa around this time. No, that wouldn't be true. There's no sign that there are people using this room. I investigate the room. There are 3 differences from the Shinto mansion. The bloodstains from half a year ago on the floor, the accessories that have fallen near the bloodstains, and the 16-piece puzzle left on the table. The female mage named Bizette doesn't exist, but the bloodstains are definitely here. There are 2 things I can think of at this time. The first is that the female mage is a ghost who doesn't realize that she's dead. Or this isn't her base. There's an actual coffin elsewhere. This place is just where one falls into first. Someone's wish. The way to reenact the Holy Grail War. It's not enough to gather the ingredients. The war wouldn't start moving just because those parts are gathered. If it were just everyday life, stopping the world wouldn't have been enough. But if we want to reenact the Holy Grail War, the battle won't be reenacted unless the thing that becomes the center moves. In order to do that, he who grants wishes took on the shell of the cause that moves the world. It might be good enough just to borrow that point of view. If he keeps everyday life going, the fake Holy Grail Wars will also keep going. Day and night don't overlap, but that force alone is interlinked. Because these 4 days, Bizet Fraga McRemmitt's Holy Grail War is able to continue. On the other hand, if at least the Holy Grail War of the night continues, the observation of these 4 days can continue forever. But one mistake was made. Just repeating everyday life. There's no need to start new things. A simple task to spend the reused 4 days. He felt that it was fun by some chance and intervened with strong will. Even though it would never be destroyed if it was incomplete. He was finding the holes himself, wanting to see new everyday life. Well, I found out who the master was here, so all I have left is to come up with a strategy. Fortunately, there's a servant who is more knowledgeable about the female mage than me. It's the job of the guard dog's lance to beat the war deity's sword. I leave the mansion. As a result of arriving at this hideout, I just pick up the accessories that were on the floor. As I leave, I look at the table one more time. The abandoned and fragmented picture. The puzzle that will never be finished is almost about to be completed. Wow, I honestly expected to die by going there. I guess we shall sleep for the day. Alright, so there's nothing at the... Oh wait, we do have something new at the Emiya house. Just... is that all? Okay. I guess we shall check out the front door. See who's at the door. Yes, we shall take... With us, we shall take Sakura to the door. Oh yes, we're going shopping with Sakura. I almost forgot that we were doing this. I had promised Ryder that I would go somewhere with her. The plan itself is to buy clothes with Sakura, so I bet Ryder won't like it. Ryder, can I come in? I listened to her usual cool reply and opened the door. Ryder is just resting in her room. It doesn't seem like she's doing anything in particular. I'm glad, Ryder. Are you free today? But what, dear Ryder? It must be her usual reading spree. Now's the perfect time to casually invite her out. Then do you want to go shopping with Sakura? Well, I mean, I'm going too. Yes, dear Ryder, we mean you too. She responds dubiously. Well, fair, we don't all usually go shopping together. Yeah, you know, we planned a lot of things the other day. I guess we could go wait at the door. You don't have to look so dejected about it, Ryder. I mean, come on. Now, more in her servant mode, Ryder gets up to go find her master. I do suppose women often have a lot to do to get ready, so I'll just go wait as suggested. Ryder doesn't seem like her usual self. I wonder if it's because she's skeptical about it after all. She didn't seem up to it until the very end. Maybe I'm asking too much of her if she doesn't feel up to it. But with Ryder and Sakura, huh? I wonder how it would look from an outsider's perspective. Me, Sakura, and our guardian, Ryder. I feel like that's the most appropriate. Well, what if Sakura and Ryder are friends and I'm Sakura's older brother? Sakura is taking a while to get ready. The phone rang in the living room, but someone had gotten it before I could get up. We should have just met up in Shinto. I take a seat by the entrance and check the advertising leaflets from the morning newspaper that have fallen on the floor. I remember. Ryder is standing right behind me. I jump back in surprise. What happened, Ryder? Did you see some advertisement that caught your attention? Something tells me we're not taking Sakura shopping. She seems hesitant. I wonder if there is some kind of problem. A flustered Sakura comes downstairs in her uniform. I wonder if she's going to Shinto in her uniform. Well, it's not that strange, I think to myself as Sakura hurriedly goes for her shoes. I was so looking forward to going shopping with Sakura. Oh, wait, so it's just me and Ryder, huh? As Ryder adds, Sakura uses the time to jump out the door as she goes. As she does, so she looks back over her shoulder one more time. And the rather flustered girl is gone. Sakura has become more energetic ever since she became the Kyoto Club captain. Before, she would have been really disappointed about not being able to go. She's grown since then. Wait, more than that. What does she mean by please look after Ryder? Oh, hey, Gumi! Welcome to the stream! I finished Madoka Magica. Well, I mean, I haven't watched the movies yet, but I finished the episodes. Sure did. Yep. God, that was a hell of an ending. Not what I was expecting in any way. So she asked me to look after you, Ryder. The silence is hard to bear. The original plan was to be with Sakura and Ryder, but now the key person is absent due to an urgent matter. It's not something I'm proud of, but I'm not good at handling sudden accidents like this, you know. I loved it! The ending totally threw me off, to be honest. I was not expecting that. I was like, wait, what? When, Cubase, like, started explaining what, like, how everything worked and why magical girls were even magical girls. Yes, absolutely, Homura is still my favorite girl. Absolutely, Homura is still my favorite. Damn right she is. But yeah, when Cubase started explaining everything, like why magical girls were even a thing, and what they did, like Cubase's whole reason for being, and my first thought was, honestly, sir, you just gave that information to the wrong person. I'd be like, I got your fuzzy ass by the balls now, don't I? What happens if I wish you freaks had never, like, harassed us? How does that unravel your damn plan?
Sakura は急いでいたので、私が送ろうかと言ったのですが、私はシロと一緒にと言って聞きませんでした。
Though apparently I'm far more vindictive about it than Madoka was. Man, she took that pretty good. I think that's better too. What should we do? I'm at a loss. We both stand at the entrance, unsure of what to do. Ryder and I are by ourselves, and even if we were to go shopping or something, it's quite a different combination. For a while, I thought that particular witch was like what Madoka was gonna become, but wow, was I wrong? I'm not sure if I'm right. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but isn't But she couldn't be the most powerful witch because the most powerful witch technically hadn't been born yet. So, I mean, honestly, I think that particular end boss, like, witch lady was actually Homura. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm right about that, but this is on a completely different level from hanging out with Ilya or even Saber. Even Ryder is at a loss. I guess we could wait for another time? Oh, no shopping at all, huh? However, since Sakura asked me to look after you, if I spend the day watching TV while eating rice crackers, it's pretty clear how disappointed she would be. I kind of figured Kyoko was gonna go out on a, here I make my stand kind of way. I was pretty sure that's how she was gonna go. But honestly, I didn't think Sayaka would deteriorate so bloody quickly. And she just hit the, hyper speed down that road. She, totally, flushed herself. It was insane how fast she went from wanting to help people to being a witch that's trying to kill everybody around her. Oh, so we still don't we still don't know for sure who Purple Snatch is. I see. So I take it the movies then are kind of consecutive order timeline taking place after the end of the series then. Yes, Sayaka did turn into a witch very quickly. So the movies then, I take it, take place after the end of the series, and are the movies in chronological order? One chronologically follows the other, or they separate stories kind of deal? Or is it still just one kind of fluid story going on?
せっかくの機会なんですから、ライダーをちゃんとエスコートしてあげてください。ライダーだって女の子なんですから、たまにはシントで羽を伸ばさないとダメなんです。先輩、セイバーさんにはお世話焼きなのに、ライダーには冷たいんですね。いいです。先輩のこと見損なっちゃいました。なんだ、先輩の解消なし。どうせ私とライダーは日陰者ですよーだ。
Oh my! We are imagining Sakura getting very upset about this. No. More than disappointed. She's clearly sulking. Okay, so it's like the story continues after the end of the series. And I kind of figured Homura was going to remember Madoka. I was like, it brought a tear to my eye when Madoka's little brother was drawing her picture in the sand. And just sitting there, just being all happy, just continuously saying, Madoka, Madoka. That brought a tear to my eye. I was like, oh, that's so adorable. Sorry, my bad, but more than that, Sakura does have a point, eh, Ryder? Ryder gives me a questioning look. I should gather my courage and make a decision. Ryder, if you're okay with it, let's go outside. Yes, without Saber or Taiga. Adding more people to our little party seems awkward at this point. It would. When I shake my head, she seems to have finally given up. It's decided then. Let's go. Are you done getting ready? Of course, she's always ready. So, like, the first movie immediately follows episode 12 kind of deal? That is awesome if that's the way it is. I don't know what to say. Naturally, beautiful women are really have a way with words. Oh boy, poor Shiro. Since we're going out together, I'd expect something more fashionable, something that she could fit in, but well, I guess it's not really Ryder's style.
どうしました？シロ？何か気苦労でも？
Sweet. Sweet. Looking forward to the movies. Nothing. Why don't we go to Mount Miyami's shopping district? I mean, Shinto. It was sudden. All of our plans are back to square one. Well, I'm sure I'll think of something once I take her to Shinto. Now, I always think this, but Ryder attracts attention. She stands out in a different way than Saber. Wait, so the movies... I'll just have to watch it and see, and I'll just have to watch them for myself and figure it out. People look at Saber and I with sort of distant affection, but when it comes to Ryder, I feel like it will be jealous stares.
シロ？到着しましたが、今日の計画はあるのですか？
Yes, to not have half the city shank us because we're walking around with probably the prettiest girl in Shinto. I don't have anything like a plan yet. What would I give it? What would I give Madoka Magica out of 1 to 10? Honestly, I would give it a hard 9. It's really friggin' good. But it broke with it, like, for as dark as it is, it kind of, for me, it broke with that at the end, and so that's why it's not a 10 out of 10. But, I mean, it's damn good. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, after she went around and, like, did all her, like, you know, god-level crap at the end of, like, episode 12, freaking, I was like, so that's how we ended up with a world that gave us Prisma Ilia. What I was thinking of in the beginning was shopping with Sakura. Sakura would be considerate and think of things that all three of us could enjoy together. Once we get there, Ryder and I were too unfamiliar with the available options. I'm like this, and Ryder puts Sakura first. Neither of us have the means to plan anything fun together. You do. You need, like, Shiro and Ryder need to spend more time together, methinks. Okay, so the first 3 movies go in order from the end of episode 11. Or 12, I mean. Okay, gotcha.
賑やかですね。この街はいつも。
Your hometown is different in a lot of ways. I can't even imagine what the Mediterranean Sea would have been like during the Age of Gods.
さて、ここに立ち止まっていると迷惑でしょうから、動きます、シロ。
It is always nice to find something you really enjoy. Agreed. Yeah, let's go over there. There's still some time until lunch. But if we get lunch at 12, it'll be crowded, so first... Let's have lunch first. It should be empty right now.
わかりました。シローのおすすめの場所でしたら、私も喜んで。
Guess the pressure's on. The pub that I used to work at part-time isn't open yet, so I have to pick things based on what I heard from Tosaka and Sakura.
シロー、私はセイバーほど食事にこだわらないので、安心してください。
Nobody is as particular about food as Saber is, okay? Nobody. And Saber isn't all that particular about food either. If it's edible, it goes in her mouth. The only thing she's particular about is if somebody's eating what she thinks is her food. She casually says something that would enrage Saber. Man, I'm glad that Saber's not with us. We nibble on grilled sandwiches from an early lunch combo. I bring Ryder to the least noticeable corner of the cafe. Whether it's Saber or Ryder, I serve as a foil for them when I walk next to them. I'm tired of being asked, "Hey Emiya, who was that super tall beauty that you were with? Your new girlfriend?" afterwards. Well, I'm sure I will enjoy the movies. So don't spoil them for me. Could they have meant Fujine?
確かに私が来る前にはそう見えたかもしれませんが、それはあまりにもさくらに失礼というものではないのでしょうか。
Why is Ryder giving such an accurate response? If she keeps looking at me with those mystic eyes of hers, I feel like I'll start babbling anything and everything. It feels like they see right through me.
私よりさくらの方がこういう場ではシロには似合います。ですが、大河より似合わないと言われるのは私の沽券に関わる問題です。
I can only feebly sigh in response. The hierarchy in Ryder's head clearly puts Sakura at the top and herself at the bottom. But she also seems to have a reluctance to be compared to or lose out somehow to Taiga. Fujine and I are like big sister and little brother. I would think we'd look like that too. I think that at first glance, I'd look like some kind of little brother type, while she would be some elder sister or close relative. Ryder looks around, the tone of voice in her reply is somewhat murky.
本当はこれでも妹なのですわ。
Yes, we all know you're the little sister. Wait, how does that work? That is, something weird is definitely happening if Madoka is there, but nobody knows her and knows who she is? That's messed up. Except for Homura would instantly recognize her though. Oh man, I am looking forward to this. Stop. I'm looking forward to this. I think I'd have a complex if my little sister were so much more impressive than I was in that case. I'm not trying to give Ilya's title away, but I'm not sure how to deal with this.
シロ、私が妹だったら困るという顔をしています。
Sorry, yeah, caught me red-handed. Maybe I should try to look past the obvious? Maybe I really am biased and Ryder could look the part somehow and I've just got an issue. If Ryder is familiar with being a little sister, then she's probably right and I'm in the wrong. So, what should we do after this? What do you want to do, Ryder? I don't think it's an unreasonable question, but she clearly wasn't expecting it.
シロは何がしたいのですか?
That's not fair, I asked you first. What I want to do, well... The original objective was to include Sakura. I remember, we were originally supposed to pick out some clothes for you. Ah, Ryder's good. We're gonna go play Barbie with Ryder. God, I'm so glad she can't hear that, because she'd kill me for saying it. Ryder tenses up in a way that even an outside observer would notice. I recommend going shopping with Sakura that time too, but Ryder fought against the idea until the very end.
さくらやシロに気を使っていただかなくても結構なのですが、自分の服は自分で選びますから。
Well, that's true, but I think both Sakura and I want to see you in different kinds of looks. Okay, so the first two movies kind of rehash what all happened and then, okay. Alright. We're good. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the movies either way. I tried to give her my best puppy dog expression. But she doesn't really rise to the bait. Oh, I'm sure I will, though. I think you underestimate how cute taller people can be, too.
私ほどになるとそうも言えないでしょう。可愛いのはさくらにぜひ。私はこれで構いません。
Rejected! Oh, shot down! Shot through the heart. Yes, yes. I guess I'm the only one. I'll only be annoying Ryder if I bother her any longer. I kind of figured the movies would add some new stuff. That kind of just goes without saying. Then I think about what I should do as I pick the rest of my grilled sandwiches and pickles. Then, Oh, do you want to watch movies? Yes, yes, movies with the Ryder. Saber is in front of the TV often, but I wonder if she really likes them that much. At least, it seems Ryder doesn't hate movies. Then... I haven't seen one in a while either. Let's go watch something.
わかりました。それではシロのおすすめがありますか?
Then it's decided we can spend our time doing this. I'm finally hanging out with Ryder, and yet it would be pathetic if there was nothing to do. And then movie 4's like all new stuff. Awesome. But wait a minute. At this point, I finally realize that this is a date. Movie date with Ryder. Woo! Are you kidding? Oh my god. Oh boy. We better make... We better make sure Saber doesn't see this billboard. Holy crap. We better make sure Saber doesn't see that. At the movie theater, they're playing something called Fate Zero and Tiger Dojo, the movie. I wonder which one is better. Cool. There's also a side story anime. What's that called? Ryder looks like she'd be fine with either. The choice is mine, so I guess I'll pick my poison at random and move on. Man, if you go watch Fate, if they watch Fate Zero, we should probably not tell Saber about it. I feel like I just watched something that is hard to explain. Like a 2-hour-long daydream, or like someone made the wrong choice in life. Ryder is also making a conflicted expression. Honestly, I'm curious to see which one they went to. I want to know. Honestly, I don't know. It's okay for a movie like that to be made. Beyond that, can it even be made public? I would like movie theaters to remember they're supposed to be providing entertainment. I want them to stop showing this right away before they cause even more casualties. Wait, but... Magia Record Madoka. I might have to check that out after the stream. At the end of the stream, remind me of the title, please, Gumi. Remind me of the title of that anime. If you wouldn't mind. The responsibility is mine for choosing it in the first place. It's my fault for charging into such a worthless movie just because the showtime was soon. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like Fujine would be overjoyed. Oh, so I should watch the first 3 movies before the side story. Gotcha. Good to know. Why do we have to tilt our heads in confusion after leaving the movie theater? Sucks to end the day like this, especially when I'm on a date with Ryder. I'll take it, I guess. Well, hey, there's still a little time. But it's still too early for an afternoon snack. We run out of things to do again. We can either hang around the waterfront park and sunbathe, Or there's the pool. But we didn't bring our swimsuits.
シロ、少々よろしいでしょうか。
Abso-freaking-lutely! You are more than welcome to suggest something.
この後、あそこの書店に寄らせてもらいたい。
Bookstore it is. We are off to the bookstore. Ryder points at the biggest department in Shinto. Verd. Oh yeah, the biggest bookstore in Shinto is in there. Yeah, I want to go too, since I haven't been there in a while. So wait, let me get this straight, Gumi. The side story literally takes place between movies 3 and 4. Yes or no? But doesn't really have, like, much to do with the main storyline. Is this correct? Ryder must be curious about the new books. That's also like a date, I think. Your fave girl, Aline Gray? I'll have to be watching out for that character then. Okay, so the side story happens at the same time as the timeline Homura was in before she went to the main timeline, the main story timeline. Okay. So it's kind of like it happens before the main story. The side thing happens before the main story. Ooh. Definitely have to check it out. I look around the bookstore with Ryder. I wonder what kind of book she was looking for, but she goes around looking at news-related things first. Then she picks out history and sports-related monthly magazines. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a pre-thing. Nice. Ryder is going about this real seriously. I also looked through some, but I'm more curious about her than the magazines. Now what should we do? We pass by a section with a colorful variety of fashion magazines without even looking. Man, what a waste. Picking clothes and choosing which ones would best suit Ryder, that would be difficult. Sweet. So I'll definitely have to check it out if it's kind of like a prequel thing to Madoka Magica. Nice. My interest is piqued. Sakura or Tosaka would be better when it comes to fashion after all.
Shiro?
Ryder calls out to me. The new the main girl for the side story for that prequel thingy has a crazy ass story. Sweet. I'm getting more stoked for it, but every time you like, just damn. She's gazing at me with mystified eyes from the other side. I'm guessing she can tell what I was thinking and try to wave it off. It's nothing. Did you decide on what you're buying?
いえ、少し選ばせてください。シローの買い物はあるのですか？
I think I'm gonna do the prequel anime first, to be honest. As stoked as I am for the movies, I think I want to do the prequel part first, before I do the movies. Honestly, I should have started with that. Rawr, rawr. There's nothing really, though. I feel like I'm in the way of her choosing books. No, I'll go walk around a bit. Let's meet up at the entrance here.
わかりました。15分ほどお待ちください。
This is probably better for Ryder, too. I leave her and go to the entrance. I look at the directory to see what's inside Verde. But if it's a prequel, why is it called Magia Record? Madoka Magica. That makes no sense if it's a prequel thingy. The top floor is entertainment, huh? We could go play in the arcade up there after this. I'm not good at games, but physical games should be Ryder's forte. She surpasses human boundaries when it comes to athleticism and level of exercise. Wait, no, hold on. It'd be outrageous if Ryder goes all out. Oh man, could you just imagine like a friggin' test your strength machine? Ryder just absolutely destroy it. Be funny as hell. Well, I can't come up with an exercise or an excuse if Ryder goes on a rampage. You can't tell that it's a prequel, though. From the name, it sounds like it should come after the main storyline anime. It really does, because it's a record of that. Is what that title makes it sound like. I shit you, that's like how it comes across. In that case, we could quietly play some coin games. That's not bad either, but I feel like that's not it. Nothing feels right. Men's fashion, women's fashion, recreational facilities, restaurants, and then groceries and an eating area are underground. Yeah, exactly. The record of the past. How can it be a record of what's to come? You can't have a record of shit that hasn't happened yet. That's not how records work. A record of something that hasn't happened yet is called a goddamn prophecy. Or there's women's fashion here too. If I bring Ryder here, she'll shoot you, sir. She will turn your ass to stone right there in front of the door. I had given up, but I reconsider it, thinking that we must do some date-like things after all. It's too dull if we just go straight home, especially since I'm with Ryder. Alright. They definitely should have given a more prequel-ish name. Because, man, that definitely does not say prequel. At least not to me. It might say prequel to other people, but not to me. I think about what we should do as I head back to the bookstore. At this point, I need to I need to use force. Instead of making some bad explanation, I should just take her straight there. Oh, that could get entertaining. No, you did not make us wait. Though we have come to a decision that may or may not get us killed. No, and I hope I didn't keep you waiting either, so, come over here, Ryder. You could say I have some business to attend to. Yup, sure. You could say that. Well, more than my business. It's more like Sakura or your business. Anyway, you'll know once you get there. Yup, yup. Oh, good. Our objective is not clear. We have succeeded in surviving the first 5 seconds of this plan. Alright, let's see if we can survive the next 5 seconds of this plan. Yeah, that's what I mean. I made a promise with Sakura. I think she figured out what we're doing. Maybe because it was a different timeline before. Yeah, but still, they wouldn't have a record of Madoka's timeline. Of the, like, actual, like, OG story timeline. They wouldn't have a record of that in a separate-ass timeline. That's, again, not how that's not how records of things work. And without the ability to like, what, did one of them gain the second magic or something, for crying out loud? Did one of these friggin' magical girls that isn't named Hamura get kaleidoscope or what? We have arrived at the floor for women's fashion, whether Ryder likes it or not. Quite possibly our funeral is what it is, Ryder. What do you mean? It's the ladies' apparel section, as you can plainly see. Honestly, damn. That is a kind of a tough choice. Which do I like more, Sailor Moon or Madoka Magica? Oh boy, you know what? Actually, I think I like Madoka Magica more than Sailor Moon. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is kind of a weird name for a prequel. Don't get me wrong. Sailor Moon is an awesome show, and I suggest everybody go and watch it at least once. Just because it's freaking awesome. And let's be real, Usagi, or better known as Sailor Moon, she's not stupid. Let's just put an end to that right there. She's not dumb. It's just that nobody can read her handwriting. Which is why she gets terrible marks in class, because nobody can read her writing. Yes, we did trick you, Ryder, but that's okay. You're not that mad at us. How scandalous! First off, I'm sharp enough to get the drop on her, like she suggests. I didn't trick you, I just didn't explain. Smooth talking is Tosaka's specialty. I can't do that. No, it really isn't anything like that. I'm gesticulating for emphasis. Yes. But I don't know how much is getting through as Ryder is still glaring at me.
シロ、こういうのは卑怯ですよ。
I don't care if it's unfair. I think so too, but you wouldn't have come unless I did something like this, right, Ryder? Ryder would refuse before I finished saying the word fashion. To be honest, my desire to dress Ryder up is stronger than any resentment she might hold for me later. That is a terrible mindset to have, Shiro. And as I promised Sakura already that I would look after you today, it wouldn't be interesting enough if we only watched a movie and went to the bookstore, right? You are doing awesome at finding me awesome shows.
確かにそうですが、それとこれとは。
Besides, coming here and picking clothes was also the original objective anyway. Although I had completely given up on it not long ago. If Sakura were here, she'd probably have to execute some kind of plan to get her here too. And I'm looking after you, so of course we have to pick out your clothes. Sakura trusted me and left you in my care after all.
奇妙な論理で説得を試みますね、あなたは。
Well, I mean, it might be odd logic, but is it working? It's more like an emotionally charged argument rather than logic. I just want to see you wearing different kinds of clothes, honestly. I had always been vaguely thinking of that from before. I want to see Ryder dressed up at least once. Well, I know exactly how Ryder's going to respond to that.
しかし、シロ。
You are what? Huh? You are what? Not that cute? I must have been spot on as Ryder goes very quiet. It's not true, but Ryder's complex is something that can't be wiped away overnight. Ryder is stubborn when it comes to this matter. Lately, I've been starting to think that part of her is especially adorable. You should try on different kinds of things. First off, you would look good in anything, no matter what you wear. If she makes that face, it makes me feel like I've bullied her, which makes me blush. In fact, I'm starting to feel like I'm on the brink of a pickup line. Oh no, don't get me wrong, Ryder. I'm not bullying you, but I want you to entertain Sakura by showing different sides of you. And I'm also personally interested. I'm definitely not doing it to make fun of you or anything. Crap, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. If I go any further, I'll probably just be digging my own grave. Guess I have to resort to force. Just come over here. I roll up my sleeves and grab Ryder by the hand. I feel a soft hand. I hope we get a Parasite the Grey Season 2 sometime soon too. My frantic thoughts are quickly replaced. This is bad. Ryder's hand is softer and smoother than I had thought. I don't know which one of us is blushing. I objectively realize that I'm doing what I'm doing and hide my face while leading the way.
シロ。
I don't look back and just jump into the store in front of me. The store clerk in front of me looks like she's trying to keep her amusement in check. Oof. Did she see what we were doing over there?
いらっしゃいませ。何をお探しでしょうか?
Well, I'm not looking for anything for myself, but she is, my mind panics when the store clerk talks to me. I wasn't even thinking of what kind of response I would say. I was wondering if there were any clothes that would look good on Ryder here.
ライダー? こちらのお客様ですか?
I can only imagine how awkward it must feel to be addressed by a stranger like this. I nod my head. I let the store clerk and Ryder talk to each other, and I'll just watch. I look up, praying for them to take care of the rest. I thought that Ryder, who was brought here against her will, was looking at me with a fed-up expression, but...
そうです。
Huh? Ryder, who was so against this up till now, is smiling? I would give that a solid 8 out of 10. For me, it lost points on some of those puzzles because those are brain-meltingly hard. And my little back and echo brain, it's melted enough, thank you. I don't need help from the games I play to melt my brain. She must have finally cheered up, and just as I'm about to give a sigh of relief...
私の彼が可愛い格好をさせたいとお願いを。
Oh, damn! Ryder! Oh, shit! That is foul play right there. Touché, girl. Touché. It was crazy to find out what James did to his wife. That was some craziness. My God, Ryder just got us. She got us so good. Huh? Her man? What is going on here? She never calls me anything remotely like this before. Is it like my darling in English? No, Ryder and I are... The store clerk is holding back her laughter, and Ryder is smiling. What is this? The vibe is super good, and I'm the only one who is helplessly taken aback. No. She's, like my big sister. Oh, we hurt the Ryder. No.
そんな釣れないことを言わないでください。
Yes, Angela was the most innocent person in that story.
さっきはあんなに私が可愛い綺麗だって言ってくれたではないですか。
We were saying how cute and beautiful she was not that long ago. I mean, she's got us there. We did in fact say that. Those statements aren't lies either, but using it like that? Like I'm the one twinning my fingers through the air and being the one to make a move.
綺麗な方ですね。モデルさんでもこちらのお客様ほどの方はいらっしゃいませんよ。
That's true. I can 100% vouch for that. But that's a different story. Ryder and I aren't like boyfriend and girlfriend. I just keep on furiously denying it, still confused. Of course, I would be happy if I had a girlfriend like Ryder, but the thought of being that lucky genuinely scares me, and she's not actually my girlfriend. No, that would be Saber. But reality is twisting and turning, and Ryder keeps snuggling up to me for fun.
可愛いでしょ
Ryder is... Oh my god, she is just having fun with this. Oh.
彼は私に一途なのに恥ずかしがり屋さんなのです
Ryder's whisper isn't directed towards the store clerk, but towards me. Apparently I'm devoted to her, but get easily embarrassed. It's more effective than a noble phantasm. My heart has stopped completely and my ears have turned bright red. Still waiting for that remake, huh?
積極的なのに誰かに会うと
When's that supposed to come out anyway?
保護者だとか知れないことを言うのですですので一つ努力して彼に可愛い俺の彼女だと言わせたい
Come on, I'll say it right now, Ryder. Oh, you're my cute girlfriend. I'm sorry. I'll do it right now. You don't have to convince me. I can't help but do a 360 with incredible force and search for enemies. I'm going to start crying if this turns out that someone was watching. I look to see if there's anyone that would offer a helping hand somewhere. Next year, huh? I hear 2027 is going to be a big year for games. There are no enemies or allies. Instead, Ryder is giving her brightest smile nearby.
ねシロ私のことを可愛がってくれますか
I mean, just snuggle right up to that Ryder. Yep. Well, wait. The way you say that is misleading.
そうです
Oh, look at that.
言葉より行動で証明してもらいたいです私は
We're gonna make Ryder cry. My legs feel like they've turned into jelly. Yes, the new SAO game will be out next month, actually. And I'm being seduced by Ryder. No, to the store clerk it must look like I'm the one who seduced her first and Ryder is just responding to that.
でしたら今年の秋冬で素敵なのがありますよおすすめのがありますかサイズはこんなに大きいのはありますかええお客様くらいのスタイルだと映えますねインポートものはお客様のような方に本来は合わせてありますので
Oh, we hit the jackpot! Imported goods! Oh, imported clothes! We hit the jackpot for the Ryder! Woohoo! The topic has shifted. I should take a breather in the meantime.
シロ
But she won't allow it. Just by calling my name, my brain goes nuts. Had she said that she was joking and apologized for teasing me, I would have thanked her for the rest of the year. Instead, I'm pretty sure she's about to offer me as a sacrifice to a shrine. Well, I'll be waiting here. I mean over there.
それは困ります
She closes off my escape route with a single sentence. She's a tough nut. I feel like I would have better luck fighting against Ryder with a bamboo sword. A bother? No bother to me.
可愛いかどうかを見てくれるのはシローだという約束ですよまずシローが可愛いと言ってくれなければ私も判断に困ります
She's got us again! What are you saying? That's what the store clerk is here for. They've trained to compliment you even. But Ryder is being so affectionate that she's about to cling onto my arm or neck. That would make me happy, and absolutely not at the same time.
Shiro, 一つ提案があるのですが。
What? I'll listen to anything you have to say. In exchange, you can move your hand.
服を選ぶのもいいのですが、ファッションはファウンデーションから揃えればより引き立つと伺っています。あちらを選ぶのもシロに手伝ってもらえませんか？
Damn, Ryder, you're just... Foundation? What? I look over with broken eyes to where Ryder is pointing. That's not... My legs shake. "26 episodes! Ooh! Nice! Why do I feel like I'm scared enough to cry? It's just going to the lingerie section. Wait. My body is overcome with shivers that are about to make my pores turn inside out. No. Can do, Ryder.
釣れないことは言わないでください。私の下着姿は見たくないのですね。どうせ私は可愛くないですから。
That's not true. You're so beautiful. Jesus, that just came out. I'm digging so far now that I can construct an entire crypt.
私が綺麗だと言ってくれるのなら、ぜひとも一緒に選んでください。シロ。
I'm a guy. That's off limits for guys. I'll be kicked out for sure.
いいえ、お客様。一緒にインナーを女性と選ばれるお客様もいらっしゃいますよ。
Lady, you're not helping. The store clerk throws an uppercut behind Ryder at the most inopportune time. Wait. So there are guys like that? Yes, it apparently is longer than Silent Hill 2. I salute you, size.
ほら、前例はあります。
See, there is a precedent. Oh god, she's got us. The innocent smile like that of a witch from a bygone age. This is unfair. There's no way I can go against her. And everything holding me back is starting to falter. If I say that I want to see it, then I'm sure to go all in and lose all rational thought. I would get so aroused and entirely swallowed up by Ryder's presence that it's questionable as to whether or not I'd be able to even get home. We are approximately 84-ish% done the game. Yep. Give or take a percent or two. I'm at a loss for words. Ryder gently grabs my arm. Her whisper is gentle, but her grasp is pretty strong.
論より証拠。一度シロに見てもらえばはっきりします。
And she starts dragging me by the arm. Even if I try to resist, this is Ryder we're talking about. Her strength is as if Her strength is as if I'm being pulled by a car winch. No, stop! Wait. Are you fine with this, Ryder?
私は構いませんよ。むしろ私にはインナーの審美眼もありませんから、見ていただいた方がありがたい。
Prioritize functionality over looks for that. I'm screaming, but Ryder's showing no mercy. I get sucked straight into the lingerie section.
確かに。ですが、それも加味した上で、シロンにはぜひ。
Yes, Gumi. Danganronpa trigger happy. Havoc will be on the pole. Eek, not so fast. Hold on! A domain of lace and frills expands before me. To think that I'm getting welcomed into a dazzling and sensual world with Ryder.
さて、どこから始めたものでしょうかね。あれほどあると迷います。
Oh, snap! Man, that was a hellish pleasure. I don't really remember what happened after that. I can only say that Ryder was impressive in all kinds of ways. Let's see. I was thinking I'd put, the Danganronpa one on there. I was thinking also, perhaps Fairy Tail 2. The third one, honestly, I'd have to check my list of which ones I decided to put on the poll. I have that tucked away for when I need it. It's probably why I can't remember. I won't be able to sleep tonight. And I'm tired in a different way. Ryder's expression as she gets off the bus with me is the same as always. Cool and collected.
シロ、いつもの忠告ですが、急須猫を噛むと言います。
But I definitely want to have, at least a one action game and one maybe, the visual novel and one action game and maybe something else. Like I said, my list of actual ones that I've narrowed it down, I've got set aside. I'd have to go check that, but I can't get at. I don't have access to that right now. It's on the other side of the room.
あのように傘にかかって攻め立てる以上は、爪の甘さは逆に死を招きますよ。
Hey! That's not... Oh. So I'm a forgetful yokai. It's not my fault. It happens when you're like over 100 years old, damn it. I really was being honest there and wanted to see Ryder in a cute outfit or two, but in the end, that was my undoing and the counterattack inevitably came.
それに、女性をあまりからかうものではありません。私ですからあの程度でしたが、さくらや凛ならさぞかし痛烈な反撃を。
I nod while listening to Ryder lecture me as I walk alongside her. Even though I had her change into many things, I was useless, so we didn't even get around to buying anything. Around the end, I feel like I was only able to say, yeah, it's good.
ですね。今日はいろいろお世話になりました。
Oh yeah? On our way home, evening comes before we'd even realized. Just as I had promised Sakura, I kept Ryder company the whole day. But I'm glad since you seemed like you were having fun. I was wondering how it would turn out in the beginning. Lunch was mediocre and the movie we saw was strange. Had she gone against it when I forced her at the Verade, it would have come to nothing. But Ryder seemed to be having fun getting back at me, so things went well in the end.
シロは楽しかったのですか?
I can't help but think about it when she asks me. Yeah? Your days been going by real quick? It's always nice. I personally enjoy it when my day goes by quickly. More than having fun, I was trying to do my best to keep up with her towards the end. But if I were to answer her question, I'd only be able to say that what I said before.
私はシロが楽しそうでしたから満足しました。
We both answered, thinking about each other. It's not that I'm unconfident or timid, but I can only say this because I'm not sure and don't know. Suddenly I think about Sakura, who is supposed to be with us. If Sakura were here, I think she would have had fun.
どうでしょう?
A vague answer. I don't know either, but if Sakura had come with us, I feel like this peace on the way home that I feel right now would have felt different. I realize that this in and itself is a happiness I should be grateful for too. Alright, we're home. I wonder how I should report to Sakura.
ありのままを伝えましょうか。
If you do, she'll get mad and jealous, and I won't forget it. I'll be in big trouble if she says, see mine next time, senpai. Just as I internally bitched to myself that this was all a pain.
今日はありがとうございました。シロ。
Huh? And she lightly kisses me on the forehead. Ryder, what the...
落ち着いてください。慌てているとセイバーやサクラに感づかれますよ。
No, not that. Ah, you're so... I touch my forehead and sigh. Something like that for me would be too pretentious. It was classy because it was her. Being good-looking is an advantage. You're beautiful just the way you are now, but if I feel like you would be disgustingly good-looking and pretty as a man too.
シロが女性だったらサクラほどに放っておけないほど一途でけなげな子だったと思いますよ。
I'm driven into a corner again. I can't beat Ryder when it's most critical. I mean, being busy's not a bad thing, is it, Gumi?
先輩もお疲れ様です。ご飯できてますから。ただいま戻りました。楽しかったですよ。さくらの分も楽しませていただきました。
Wow, shopping with Ryder was more fun than I thought it was going to be. Alright, let us check in town. I guess we go to the afternoon then. We are on the hunt for new story sections. Yuri hentai are very rare. Ooh, oh boy. Something new with the doggo. Alright, this ought to be entertaining. Here we go. We are off to the harbor to see the doggo. We shall request the cooperation. One conclusion. In order to defeat her, the enemy that I have yet to see, Lancer's cooperation is essential. It's not because I can't cooperate with other servants. Hypothetically, to be able to defeat her... Wow, you shouldn't let that happen, dude! Stay hydrated! Speaking of which, I should have a moment of hydration myself. Oh, my coffee's gone cold. That's terrible. It would not be Saber, even more so not me, but it has to be by the hands of that spearman. Lancer, I call to him. These are also fragments of new days that I haven't seen before. I unravel the truth to the best of my ability. The reconnected Holy Grail War, Bazette Fraga McRemitz, who continues fighting in this night town. That defeating her is the solution to this situation, and that Lancer himself, who was her servant, is the warrior that could lead us to certain victory. Oh, you got better, huh? That's good. Love the Monty Python reference. But I got better. Lancer is silent. Even if I told him the truth, his answer won't change. 4 cups already. I suppose it is late evening. Yeah, 4 cups. Yeah, you're doing all right. Just like before. He rejects it, saying that it doesn't concern him. That's why before that, I'll return this to you. This was originally yours, right? I throw the earring that I picked up at the house to him.
どこで見つけた？まだ出会ってなかったんじゃないのか？
Just one was on the floor. You haven't been to that house?
行く必要がないからな。それに第一。
Did he not have the time during the Holy Grail War?
まあ預かっておくけどよ。いいのか？俺に渡しちまって。
Like the holy hand grenade of Antioch? That was great. I love that movie. That would be best. Well, to be honest, you're the only one I didn't want to give it back to. It's meaningless, even if I say such a thing. You see, in other words, I return the earring. If it won't work even after I set the stage this much, I can't get Lancer's help. I think of a way to win against her with Saber, just like I've been doing.
いいぜ。決行はいつだ？
I'll think, wait, what?
なんだそりゃ。付き合ってやるから時間を教えろって言ってんだよ。
What kind of change of heart is that? Kingdom of Heaven, also an underrated movie? I think I've seen that one. Definitely sounds familiar. Lancer agrees to my cooperation request. Well, that helps. The time is before midnight at the open space of the church.
わかった。待機しておく。ああ、それと条件が一つな。マスター退治は俺がやってやるから、お前は手を出すな。セイバー、あいつの戦法は知っているからな。1分とかからねえよ。
Lancer waves goodbye and returns to his fishing spot. Wait, hold on!
なんだよ。まだなんかあるのか？
I do know the movie 300. I've seen both 300 and the director's cut. And, yes, I love that movie. It's awesome. Well, no, but are you really sure? I'm the one who asked you, but you don't kill women or lords, right?
んな細かいこと忘れろ。てめえの言葉に縛られてるようじゃ人生楽しめねえぞ。
Ugh. Look who's talking. What am I going to be this Halloween? I don't know. I will probably just randomly spread out all my cosplays that I've done for various Grand Cons and whatnot. I'll probably just spread out all my cosplays on my bed, close my eyes, and randomly pick one. It's what I did last year. Ended up handing out candy as Boa Hancock. It was rather entertaining. Lancer, you received a penalty if you break your geese, right? Are you sure it's okay to break 2 of them? The last of the mythology. Ku-Kulane ate dog meat, aware that it was another of Maeve's schemes, and lost the use of his arm.
別に月収ってわけでもないし、なんとかなるだろう。
Yes, 300 Rise of an Empire is also a good movie. I
言っ
agree.
てなかったが、クランの猛犬が最後の最後に守ったのは友の名誉だったとか。まったく困ったもんだ。それじゃあ何があっても守らねえと格好がつかねえだろ。
You mostly watch horror movies on Halloween? I mean, that's kind of the go-to thing to do, isn't it? Lancer laughs sarcastically and disappears into the wharf. Kulane's guard dog's last moment. As he was surrounded by Queen Maeve's army, the minstrels sang to him. Give us your spear. If you do not, we will sing of your shame. In this age, the poems of the minstrels were known as the truth to the public, even if they were false. Ku-Kulane gave up his spear to the minstrels, and the spear that was handed to the enemies continued to take away the things important to Ku-Kulane. There were 3 minstrels. The first one sought Kulane's glory. The second one sought his spear in the name of Ulster. Don't really get a lot of kids in the... Yeah, that's probably true. Everybody probably goes from the countryside, goes into the city for trick-or-treating and stuff. And all the parties and stuff. The third one. The minstrel sang to Culain, who lost his coachman and his beloved horse, to give his spear again. I have no more spears to give. I've already long paid the price for my own glory and Ulster's glory. Damn, only 2? You do get your privacy, don't you? Culain exclaimed. To that, I see. Then we shall sing the same of your family and the ones you loved. The minstrel sang back while laughing. So mostly you just watch horror movies with snacks? I mean, fair. I'd probably end up doing the same thing. To this proposal, Culain's guard dog lashed out loud and gave his last spear, saying that it can't be helped. The spear was handed over to the enemy and was said to have pierced the guard dog's stomach at last. I don't know what Lancer is helping me out for, but we finished preparing. Under the hazy moon, one thing will be settled at that church at night. Dang. Oh boy. I think what we'll do... Oh, damn. Felix, I think, is... 4 or 5. He's still crazy. He's still a young crazy cat. And Lada, I think she is 12-ish, I think. Wow, I'm having like serious memory lapses today. Holy crap. But yeah, I think we'll call her there for today. And we will investigate... Oh, thanks for the hearts. We will investigate the town in the next stream. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me while we continue this insane story. If you guys have not checked out this week's episodes, please do so. Give or take 25 in cat years. Oh, thank you, Connie. I'm so glad that you're enjoying you're enjoying them as much as you are. That makes me really happy. All right, guys. Well, we will catch you next time. Yes, your cat is senior citizen, damn near. Yeah, if you haven't checked out the episodes from earlier this week, please do so. There was a crazy-ass fight in Gundam Breaker 4 that actually, I just about lost that fight, so go check it out. Alright, guys. Bye for meow. Aw, miss you too. We'll see you in the next one.